So, I don't know, last week we were talking about one of the picks of the week, and this is it, one of them. We were talking about some seepage up here in the valve covers. I don't know if you can see the little dirtiness. So we're gonna go ahead, put new valve covers on it, and then all the maintenance, and it should be ready for a new owner.
As you can see, Sean is prepping to complete the first of the big three on the C46 M3. A local gentleman, his son owns the C46 M3 and asked us to tackle the big three. So first we're going to be reinforcing the subframe, and Sean has dropped the rear carrier housing and the axles, everything on the rear. Now he's grinding down the surface to prepare it for the plates that he'll weld in to reinforce the subframe. What that does is it allows a clean contact for him to not only see if there's any cracks, which he can weld, but also to mate the plates securely. So once he cleans everything up, grinds everything down, he'll then throw the plates in, weld them up, tackle anything else that's needed, lower the car down, and then start the rod bearing change. He's going to be obviously dropping the front pan, replacing the connecting rod bearings, and then going up top to tackle valve cover, Vanos overhaul, and everything else using Bison components. So this car just got brought in today, this morning, and we should be done with it hopefully by the end of the week. So all big three will be done on this car. It's a significant investment that the owner has chosen the team here and Sean to handle. Oh, nice. What's up, dude? Having fun? You're wearing eyewear. And he's wearing ear protection. Ooh, that looks fun. What is that?
Stick your tongue out.
Wire wheel? This guy's weird. He's got some grease over here. He's got some wire wheels. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah. Definitely want to be breathing that in. Woo, smells good. Pretty cool E46 M3. He's got a set of aftermarket wheels, obviously. These look like E90 M3 reps with the Y-spoke. You got some stud conversion on the front. Really neat looking car. Someone definitely utilizes the C46 M3 for what it's meant for. And, oh, it doesn't have an SMG pump. It's got a 6-speed. Oh, I just got SMG fluid on me. I could say something, but I'm not. Yeah, pretty neat car. Looks like it's got a set of conies. It's an H&R setup for suspension. Got some competition style drilled rotors. Neat car. I bet it's a blast to drive. So Sean's gonna be wrapping this up. Check out our social media. By the time this gets posted, he'll probably be done with everything. Owners trusted us with all big three, so it's gonna be fun. Over here, got the lineage. You've got E46 M3, E92 M3. This is the 6-speed. John's almost done with all the work on this guy. Beautiful car, only 60-odd thousand miles. Super nice. Always fun to see. Oh yeah, we got some Recaros in there too. Oh, and a half cage. Wow, that's quite the build. Did you find a crack? No cracks. How many miles are on it, do you know? Fun fact, a lot of people think that convertibles have extra reinforcement and they are not prone to cracking. That is false.
A lot of people are idiots.
That is false. Thanks, Sean. That is false. We've seen just as many convertibles as coupes with subframe cracking. So you can see he's starting to grind away, and take a peek. If anybody ever tells you that the subframe has been inspected and it's fine, there are no cracks, they are lying. The only way to obviously truly see and inspect is to get to this point, which the entire carrier housing, axles, so everything's been dropped. And then as Sean's doing now, he's starting to grind down all the surfaces and look further. That is the only way you could truly inspect it. Welcome back, everybody. This is a truly special car, and we are privileged to sell this guy. This one is on consignment. It's an 04 E46 M3 Vert, obviously, with only 58,000 miles. It's Alpine white on gray, and it is a 6-speed. Factory 6-speed, 58,000 mile, Alpine white on gray Vert. This guy came to us from a gentleman who has been a long-term friend of ours and a part of the Atlas family, and unfortunately, he passed away suddenly over the Christmas holiday. So we are saddened, but also privileged to sell the car for him and his family. This is a special car that was owned by a special man that was for many years a friend of ours. And yeah, we're just excited to have the car here and to find its next home. We are honored again to have it, and it is absolutely stunning and phenomenal condition. The gentleman, the late owner, was very particular on what he wanted and had searched for a long time for this car. And yeah, the car speaks for itself. It's an 04, 58,000 mile, sitting on 19s, gray interior, no modifications done. I don't have any records for the big three, but when it's ready, hopefully tomorrow we're gonna get it listed. It's gonna be listed for 28,000. There's several comps that have sold for 30 and above with this mileage, so we figured this would obviously be a fair number for the car. But it has xenons. Let's see, does it have heated seats? It does have heated seats. Phenomenal car, phenomenal condition, phenomenal story, and I am proud to have the opportunity to help this family. So check it out, guys. That's a funny looking BMW. You know, we talked about a couple weeks ago how we take trade-ins, so we are open to any type of vehicle trade as long as it makes sense for both parties. This one is a 2014 Toyota Corolla with over 81,000 miles. Gentlemen who bought a 328 from us have been looking for an E90 and to buy a BMW from us for months. Follows me on Facebook Marketplace, found the BMW that he wants here, the E90 with only 30,000 miles, and decided to upgrade. Anyhow, this locally owned 14 Corolla is going to be available. So if you or anybody you know needs a sub $10,000 affordable, economical, newer body daily driver, check out this Corolla. Let's talk consignments. So a lot of people will hear that a car for sale at a dealer may be on consignment. What does that mean? Well, that means that an owner of a vehicle has asked the dealership to sell the car and represent it for them. And what that means for buyer and seller is that, well, for you as the seller, you as the current owner of your car, you don't have to handle all the difficulties, the burden of trying to sell your car, advertising, taking offers, quite frankly, the risk. There's been a few people locally who have been injured or even killed trying to sell their car with scammers. So what that allows you to do is sit back and allow a professional group like us to represent the car, both with the state inspection, handling test drives, handling appointments, detailing the car, photographing the car, and then obviously providing financing options and all the benefits of a dealership while you just sit back and allow someone else to sell the car for you. What does that cost? That's the biggest question that most people ask. Well, to consign a car with us, you typically have a flat fee up front and then a percentage base taken off the selling price once the car sells. Now, there's a couple things you have to consider. One, you have to maintain insurance on the car, and every contract is different. You have to maintain insurance and registration on the car, and then allow us to facilitate test drives. You can keep the car at home if you leave locally, and we can do it on an appointment-only basis. It takes a lot more time. Or you can simply leave it here at the store, and we'll maintain it like any of our other vehicles in inventory. For us, it's $350 up front, and what that covers is Dan's photography, Pedro's detailing services, getting the car in and doing an hour-long PPI, professionally marketing the car on Facebook, Cars.com, Auto Trader, Car Gurus, everywhere. We facilitate all the test drives, everything needed to sell your car for up to 60 days. We can then extend the contract, etc. But just like this Alpine white M3 that you see here, the car is on consignment, and the gal who owns this car is going to sit back and let us handle it. Typically what we've seen is that folks will contact us for consignment after they've tried to sell the car unsuccessfully on their own for maybe 4 to 6 weeks. And what that allows us to do is handle everything for them, but it allows the seller to often get, after our fees, 7.5% once the car sells, typically somewhere between a wholesale offer, trade-in offer, and full retail price of the vehicle. So if you've been trying to sell your car on your own for full retail, let's say $20,000, and you've gotten offers for trade-in of 12 to 13, if you let us consign it, we find a buyer within maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and you got a few weeks to wait for a buyer to come up. Or we've had consignment sell within the first 48 hours. It allows you to obviously get much more than a trade-in offer while of course foregoing any of the issues with trying to sell on your own. So I hope that helps. That's what consignment is. That's how we do it. Flat fee up front, 60 days to sell it, and then a percentage on the back end. Handle all those is it available individuals. Thanks for watching.
Pedro, hey, good seeing you. And I know you got some work to do, but Scrap One, Keep One has started. Scrapping or keeping? Yeah, Oxford Green, Phoenix Yellow. What you scrapping, what you keeping?
That's a hard one, man. I'm probably scrapping the yellow, and I'm going with the Oxford Green.
I will take it. Why?
I don't know. I like yellow cars. Dan P knows this, but it's just not this yellow. I like the green one a little bit better.
Not this yellow. Not this yellow, he says.
I think I'm gonna have to scrap the Oxford, man. It's coming from a green lover too, man, but
What?
Phoenix is more special and it fits that car better. It just is.
But you're a
what it
green
is.
person.
I am a green person, but I don't know, man. Phoenix fits that car better.
We're gonna scrap the Oxford Green.
Okay, why?
Yeah, it's boring.
You're taking.
I'm taking Phoenix Yellow.
Why are you taking that?
I'm scrapping Oxford Green. When I was a kid and the E46 M3 came out, Phoenix Yellow was the brochure car. I remember staring at one glowing. It was nighttime off the highway. They had one in the showroom, and I remember staring at Phoenix Yellow. I love Oxford Green, don't get me wrong, but gun to the head, I'm going Phoenix.
Taking the baby.
Taking.
All right.
No, I'm taking the gold, man.
The Phoenix or the Oxford, dude?
Scrapping, driving.
Yeah.
I'm scrapping that green car and I'm keeping the yellow. My generation isn't a big fan of green.
You're holding back. I can tell. This guy.